Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I just want to come through and give you guys an intro on my video. It is my graduation video of class of 2019. I know it's old, I just decided to post it anyway because I had the footage and I didn't want it to go to waste. And unfortunately class of 2020 was canceled, so I figured why not give you guys a new graduation video. I was an honors student, so I'm proud of that. And you would just be able to see me get dressed and decorate my gown and cap. And where did I go? Oh, my celebration is not your normal celebration. I celebrated by going to Allensworth Historical Park, which is in California, and I have some footage of that. And then also you just hear me talking about my appreciation, those that helped me along the way. It is a lengthy video, that's why I split up in 2 videos, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up and thank you guys for coming to my channel. This is the first video ever on my channel and more to come. I will be posting daily videos, so come back every day. So this here, I wanted to make the channel a little interesting, and this is just the first games of many that I think that are not nonsense game, I guess, in a way. But I'm a big believer of music. I love music. It helps me whenever I'm happy, sad, just whatever. So I thought of the bright idea that, oh, why not play a game every day and see how well my subscribers know their music. So I will play a beat for maybe maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then I would turn it off, and you have to tell me in the comments who the artist is and the name of the song. And this is what, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday I will reveal the winner of that week. And then each week, or whoever gets them right, and the last Sunday of each month I will put all those that got those the name of the songs right into a raffle, and then I will pick a winner, and you have a chance to win prizes, maybe gift cards, maybe cash, depending on my funds. And it's just a way to show my appreciation to you guys, because I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers who reached high fame and just forget about those that helped them get there. No. So we're gonna get into this song, this snippet of the song, and listen closely and tell me in the comments who you think it is for your chance to win. Because this is my first video, I think I may pick a winner by Sunday, just because. Okay, here it is. So that's all you get. Please tell me the name of the artist and the name of the song, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I will be posting videos daily, and so every day you have a chance, Monday through Saturday, to have your name entered into the drawing. I'm having a difficult time trying to figure out how to put this cap on and which way. I guess I need to go back and watch that YouTube video because I seen something when a girl did. I'm not sure. She put like the clip and put it on, but I'll figure it out. It is actually like 5. Let me see.
Mama, what happened to the...
It is actually 4. It is 4:46 a.m. and I have to leave by 6 to get to school in enough time to take my last final. Mama, oh no, they, come here, you come here and show the people what you keep going in. Show them your hands. Show them your hands. All this glitter is coming off of my cap. And she keeps going in it. But I have to be up by 6 to get ready and be to school by 8 to take my final. No more. No more, please. To take my final. So I'm actually pretty tired. What color?
I want green.
But what color is this?
White.
What color is this?
White.
No.
Purple.
Black. What color is this?
Green.
Okay. Mama.
I want green.
I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put this cap on.
Can I get
And
white?
let's see how it turns out. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to leave and head to take my last final. But I just wanted to show you because I don't think I'm going to take the camera to film. But this is my arrangements for today. I'm an honor student because I have a 3.50 GPA, yay. And so I'm part of the, oh, I should know this, Phi Theta Kappa. It's not important because it ain't black related, black organized. But yes, I am an honor student, so they came with the little rope and I don't know what this is called, and the medallion for being an honor student. And this is for being a CalWorks student and graduating because I am part of the CalWorks program. And this is for transferring. So the school gave me this for transferring to Cal Poly Pomona, which I start in the fall. I'm going to come back and do a special thank you to everyone that helped me get this far. It's been a long time. 7 years, okay? 6.5 or 7 years, and that is a long time. But I've had reasons why I had to delay or what took so long, and I'll talk about that when I get back. Right now it's probably like what, 5 something a.m., maybe 5:30, so I gotta leave in a little bit, but I want to show you guys before I go. And I don't know how this cap looks, but we're gonna just, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know, I can't see anything, and I hope something. And I'm too short, but hopefully you can see the back of my shirt. Okay, so it says, what did my shirt say? It says, in honor of my ancestors who were robbed of education. And I thought that was very important to put because I'm very pro-black and I love being black, and I appreciate the sacrifice that our ancestors had to go through just for me to be able to cross the stage. Not too long ago, we were getting killed. Our ancestors were getting killed for learning how to read and wanting to write and things like that. So I feel it's an honor, and I appreciate them for what they did so that I can walk this stage today and not have to have the difficulties that they had and the struggles that they had. I still have them, but nowhere near the extreme. And so I just thought that was important. And of course, my hat, it represents, let me take it off. Okay. And my hair, it turned out something. Never how I wanted. So it represents Africa because I am African, just born in America. And this is the Rams medallion. This is not a medallion, the tassel, I'm sorry, because I go to Victor Valley College. And so that's what inspired me for this. I couldn't find anyone to do my cap, so I just decided, let me do something simple. But thank you for watching, and I hope this video isn't too bad. Like I said, I'm going to come back later on after graduation and do a thoroughly thank you to everyone that's helped me and explain everything. And I hope I don't look too tired because I'm really tired. I kind of really haven't slept in 24 hours. I had like a 2-hour nap, and then I had to go and take care of some business. Oh, and congratulations, Misha. I went to her graduation yesterday, and she walked the stage from Compton College, and she too is a black graduate. And I wish you many success, and it was good seeing you. Sorry I couldn't stay that long. And congratulations to the whole class of 2019. And you'll be hearing more from me as I tackle this crazy major as political science. And I don't want to get teary-eyed and emotional, but I will explain why I picked that major later on. But this is also dedicated to Mr. Shabaka. He was my teacher at Compton College, and he passed away last year. And so I dedicate my degree, which is political science, to him because he inspired me. And he is the reason why I think the way I think now and the person I am the way I am now. So may you rest, Mr. Shabaka, and I thank you for all your truth and your knowledge that you gave me. And I won't go into too much detail, but thank you so much. And I'll see you guys soon. Because like I said, I got to find out, you guys, please. I hope I pass. I'm failing one class like right now. And I'm like, political science. It's hard. It's no reason. I went from child development to political science. But I'll see you guys later. My feet are hurting. I'm supposed to be wearing these heels. And I'm like, I really want to put on some flats that don't even go with my whole outfit. And I think I may do that because no one's really going to see what I'm going to wear. So I think that's all I'm going to do. My feet hurt really bad. But again, everyone will be great, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It does matter, but as long as you keep going is what matters most, and don't stop. All right, bye. Exciting video because it's about graduation of 2019, and I personally graduated from Victor Valley College. So I just want to come and give you guys a video of the long journey of the community college level. Okay. Well, I attended Victor Valley College in Victorville, California, and I just graduated June 7th. With my degrees in social behavior and political science. So I left with 2 degrees. Previous to that, I went to Compton College where I received my degrees in child development, and also have a certificate in child development. I started school back in fall of 2012, which was about August of 2012, and I went there not really knowing what to expect, but knowing that I wanted to go to school. That's been something on my prayers list that I do every year since I was 19, is to go to school. So I went there with intentions of just getting a certificate in child development, since that was my first love, is working with children, so that I can work with children. And then along the way, I decided, no, I want an AA. So I took classes for certificates and also for AA degree. And realizing from certificate to just AA, I realized I also want to transfer. So I took classes for transfer degree. And the reason I'm saying it like this because it took me a very, very, very long time to get here. It took me 7 years, okay, at the community college level to get to this level. And a part of that is because I didn't know what I was doing. I took classes for certificates, classes for AA, and classes for transfer. When all alone, I could have just took classes that I was able to transfer to the university, which would have made it faster. And then, of course, the counselors don't really help you out. They kind of leave you, depending on where you were. At Compton, they kind of just, the mainstream counselors didn't do their job. But it wasn't until I was in EOP and Calvert's counselors, they really took their time and explained to me and helped me out. But I had already spent years just wasting. I guess it wasn't a waste because I did learn. So first up, I just told you the schools I attended, which was Victor Valley College and Compton College. I have degrees, I just mentioned, in child development, political science, and social behavior, and one certificate in child development. I have here advice for students. So it will pertain to college students, but it also could pertain to students overall, whether you're in middle school, high school, college. My advice is, first of all, believe in yourself and never give up. And don't be a procrastinator. I am like a huge procrastinator, and waiting until the last minute is not always good. At least do little by little. Now, over the years, I've gotten better, and I do a little bit here, and then the last day finish off. But also, a positive thing about that, I noticed I kind of work good under pressure. Like when I have to write those essays and things like that, I did pretty okay on it. And so, yeah, don't be a procrastinator. Always advise your professors on what's going on in your life. Like if there's a death in the family, situation that's going on that's keeping you, distracted, inform them what's going on so that they can be aware and somewhat work with you. You want to have study buddies or a classmate that you can turn to and ask for help. If you missed a day of school, they can call and inform you what assignment is due next. And you want to also study. They say the amount of units that you have is the amount of units you're supposed to study. Is it per day or per week? I think it's per day. So if you're in a 3-unit class, 3 hours that day per class. So that's a lot of studying. And I definitely did not do that. But I did study. Not as well as I should, but I did. Also, make sure that you research what you need to do. Because I just recently did bad on the essay because I didn't really properly research the subject. And so we just have to have good study habits. That's something that we really, really, really must have. Also, I want to talk about, I hope I say it right, Koofers. That's a site, I know Cal Poly Pomona has it. It's kind of like a rating site, like Rate My Professor. So if you're in college, go try Koofers. I'm not sure if it only pertains to Cal Poly, but I was just advised from another college student to go there and look up my professor and ratemyprofessor.com, because although the grade is dependent on the work that you do, your professor also matters as well. Your professor matters as well because it depends on their personality, the type of work they give, how they grade, everything. All that plays into play. Be a student and take the wrong professor and get a lower grade than you deserve, because I experienced something like that. And it's really great. So Koofers and Rate My Professor are the only 2 resources I know right now that you can use to rate your professor. Now let's get to the exciting part, okay? So I applied to 8 universities. I applied to UCLA, I applied to Santa Barbara, I applied to Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona, San Bernardino, UC Riverside, and UC Irvine, and I don't remember the last one. But out of the 8, 3 accepted me, and I was excited for 3. Listen, because I was like, I would tell my counselor, hi Miss Monica, if you're watching this, she's a great counselor. I was concerned of even being accepted to 1, so I got it to 3, and to me that was good. I got accepted into UC Riverside first, and that was my goal school where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to UC Riverside because I was told by counselors and other students that's good for my major and to transfer on to law school. Then I found out that I was accepted to San Bernardino and then also Cal Poly Pomona. And so, whoa. Okay, I'm back. I'm sitting here looking at the light toward my kitchen, and all of a sudden I see this green bug. Like I said, it's hot out here in the desert, and maybe they're sleeping through something. It was a very interesting, bright green bug. Forgot what I was saying. So initially, I got accepted to those three. My number one choice, like I said, was UC Riverside. I accepted UC Riverside's offer and kept in mind San Bernardino because it was closer to where I live and it wouldn't be too much of a commute on the bus for me. And so everything was fine. I went to they had like a little orientation for the black students there, which was very cool. And I went there and I'm like, yeah, I'm going there. But I also got accepted to Cal Poly Pomona. Cal Poly Pomona is a little further from where I stay. And so I didn't really pay that school any mind. Like that was like the last resort. And actually I wasn't even going to consider it. But I received a call. I forgot her name. But whoever called me that day for the black students brunch, thank you for calling me, because it was because of that brunch that I decided to go to Cal Poly Pomona. They have an African American, I want to say organization, but the organization there, and they had a brunch for incoming transfer students and new students, freshmen. So when I went there, it was a different environment from UC Riverside. UC Riverside is more so bigger, it's not as intimate. But when I went to Cal Poly Pomona, it was more intimate, and we were able to hear some advice on scholarships. They had advice on staying on campus, just everything, and it was just a better feel. I felt like I was welcome there. It was small, and not to mention, I was able to meet the president herself. She's an African American president, Miss Coley. I hope I just said your name right. And her husband, Mr. Coley. I met them because I took my two sons to the event, and my oldest son, Rodney, walked over. I don't know how the conversation began, but he started talking to the president's husband. So when I noticed that, I said, let me walk over because that's someone you will want to have a relationship. So I walk over and we start talking, and he did mention previously that he did used to work at UC Riverside as well. And so I asked him, some important questions, if he can compare the two, or if I was his niece, what school would he recommend? And so he gave me his advice. And so from his advice and my feel from the school, I decided to go with Cal Poly Pomona. And I'm very excited and about my choice, that to me it was a better choice than UC Riverside because they have more to offer. Not to mention the president was amazing. I shared with her some struggles and situations that I had and concerns, and she right away referred me to her staff that can help me. And ever since then, and Mr. What is your name? Mr. I forgot your name, but Mr. You know who you are. You helped me out with housing opportunities, and also just gave me good advice, and you helped me out with my admissions, so I appreciate that. I will try to remember your name and just add it in the comment, so thank you so much. And like I said, I think I made a good decision because the feeling there was amazing. The students seemed more intimate and more like a family. I honestly did. And then also I shared with the president, I wanted to go to HBCU because that's where my heart is. And he explained to me, this is as close as you're going to get to HBCU in California. And I felt the vibe there, and I felt he was telling the truth. So just wish me luck on my journey and my political science major, which is totally new to me. I went from child development in fall of 2018 to spring of 2019 political science major, where I made the decision where I wanted to be a lawyer. And so I will start there, so just wish me luck. So some challenges, like I mentioned also, would be that, we get distracted easily. We either spending time on the phone, watching TV, going out with our friends, our boyfriends, and partying, and we're not really taking the proper time to study, because it is really key. Study, 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 and get the most help that you can get, because if you don't memorize something, you're going to fail your test. You're going to Well, unless you're one of those students that do good on tests. But for me, I do absolutely horrible and can study and just still fail. So I need better study methods. Now, also, I have on here a list, not a list, but just a few names of the people I would like to thank that have helped me along this 7-year journey. First of all, the Creator for just allowing me to just have favor with you and bless me with the right teachers to help me, and just even sometime when I didn't deserve to pass, allowed me to pass. So without the Creator, we are really nothing. We have to have a connection with the Creator. So I would like to thank my sister Jasmine. I remember when I first started, I took a child development class, and she's pretty artsy. She can draw, so she helped me do my portfolio in that class, and I just thank you for that. Even though that was like back in 2013 or so, I really do thank you for that. A friend of mine that we just recently stopped talking, but I do appreciate you, Sharice. I remember the time you helped me write a 10-page essay on sex trafficking, and you just been there throughout the whole time helping me. So even though we're not talking right now, I do still love you despite what you think, and I appreciate you for helping me along this journey. Okay. My daughter's dad, James. Thank you, James, for just being there and watching. Well, you don't like the word watching, okay? But just being there and taking care of the children while I was in school and sacrificing your time and your work schedule so that I can finish. And it's been I've been in school for 7 years, but you've been along there with me for 5. So I would like to appreciate you for your time, encouragement, even when I didn't do right or I didn't listen to you, the different advice. Thank you for taking the time out, for helping me write my essays, for helping me understand political science, and just give me advice. So I really appreciate you on that. But the person I would like to thank most is Granny. Her name is Miss Annie, and I met Granny back in, I want to say August or September of 2018. And I met her on the bus, and I helped her figure out where she wanted to go, and ever since then we kind of just been connected. She appreciated me doing that small little thing, and I remember I asked her one day if she can take me home because I need to help her get home, and I remember her saying, well, if you need help or anything, let me know. Okay, so like I was saying, I met Granny on the bus, and I helped her out, and to me that was just a small little good deed. And who knew in return the blessing that I would get from Granny. I call her Granny, and no, she's not my real granny, but she is like a granny to me because the amount of love and time that she spent to help me graduate. If it was not for Granny, I wouldn't have graduated, because I homeschool my children, and if my daughter's father is working, I have no one else to keep them, and I don't trust with many people to keep my children. And so every day for 2 semesters, Granny would take me to school, pick me up every day, take me back home every day, and also keep my 2 children, my 2-year-old who's now 3, and my son. And she didn't have to. I never paid her. I tried, but sometimes she would say no because that's not the person she is. She would just wait in the car most of the times with the children, give them activities, take them to walk around the school, or they'll take a bus ride in every day. So that is almost like 8 months she did that for me. And if it wasn't for her, I would never I wouldn't be here with my social behavior degree or political science degree, because like I said, I had no one to keep them. And I take that back. I could have put them in childcare and things like that, but I like to take care of my own children, spend as much time with them. But I do know that I needed help while I'm in school, because unfortunately teachers don't allow you to have your children in class. So Granny, I just wanted to say thank you. Being around you and you taking the time out to help me the way you did showed me that there are still great people in the world, and that you don't always have to do things for money. You could do it from within, from your heart. You have taught me to be more patient, but most importantly, that what I've learned from you is that if you're able to help, you can help. I've learned that from you, that don't be selfish. Granny is so selfless, okay? She's helping me out financially, helped me out just everything. Like I just never knew, like, what did I deserve, or what did I do to deserve a person like her to come into my life and just help me, you know. I mean, just above beyond, from waiting 10 hours in the car while I went and took care of business at the university level, or just really always being there at last minute. Hi, Granny, I'm on my way. She's just always been there for me. And, you know, I dedicate my graduation to you, and I really appreciate you, and I love you. Even though you are not my grandmother, you are my granny, and I just thank you. And you guys, if you guys have anyone in your life like Granny, appreciate them. Don't take advantage of them, because if it weren't for them, we would not be where we were at the time, the time frame. So I wanted to say thank you to you personally, and to the world, to let them know that you have just been tremendous. So I dedicate my whole education journey to you. I appreciate you. I would like to, hopefully I can do this without crying or anything. I would like to also thank my professor, Mr. Shabaka, because prior to going to school, you know, I didn't really know much about our history, or just the Black history. I didn't know too much of anything. I had to take a political science class, you know, so I can transfer. And I ended up taking Mr. Shabaka. And so when I was in Mr. Shabaka class, he was not your ordinary political science teacher. He was that teacher that really loved what he did.